video is a reaction to a video posted by Anton Daniels in the Millionaire Morning Show on YouTube titled, "I'm Not Chasing Black People Anymore." Anton's video was posted in perfect time to serve as part 2 of my video, The Truth About Leveling Up. He is frustrated by the lack of financial support that he is getting from black people. He concluded that he has to stop caring about people in the hood and just focus on doing business. See, Anton can't figure out how to solve the problem of getting black people to buy into his program, so this problem is frustrating for him. Now, do you know why people say that they hate math problems? It's because they can't find the answer. And the only time you have a problem is when you don't have the answer. If you have the answer or solution to the problem, then the issue is really not a problem anymore after you solve it, right? So Anton is having a problem with the hood specifically because he doesn't understand quantum mechanics and how to use math to solve business and relationship problems. Let's talk about it.
I can see him again.
The solution to every math equation will result in fairness, balance, and equality. If the solution that you have does not lead to fairness, balance, and equality, then you have a problem. The reason why a math equation is called a problem is because you don't have the answer or the right solution to produce fairness, balance, and equality on both sides. Personal and business relationships require balance or a fair exchange of value, which is what people today call a win-win situation, or there will be a problem. Now, the reason so many young black people are having a problem building wealth today is because they seek to engage in personal and business relationships that are out of balance. See, they want people to give them information that can take them to the $1 million level at a discount price or for free. Now, the definition of a greedy person is one who wants to get more from a business or personal relationship than they are willing to give. Brothers and sisters, greed is one of the 7 deadly sins. Greed kills personal and business relationships. And the one deadly sin that plagues black people as a general category is greed. You always have to say not all or not always when you're speaking about people and situations in general on YouTube, just to keep the intellectually indigent people from getting upset. So I'm saying not all, okay? Now, greed is a desire of the heart that gives people to want to receive more than they give. And in my 45 years of business experience, black people appear to be greedy because they are constantly looking for a discount, a low price, or free to get something of high value for little or nothing. Greed makes a welfare chick with 4 kids think that she deserves a high value man. Greed is the reason Pookie with no income, no job, and no assets is always looking for a boss chick. And again, in my 45 years of business experience, other groups of people as a general category don't operate on a mindset of greed. Once they recognize that an offer can help them reach their financial goals, they sit down and start to figure out what money moves they need to make in order to purchase that offer. Now, sometimes the money moves they need to make is tapping into their savings, putting off paying their mortgage or rent for a month or two, or simply using a credit card. But they do what they can with what they have to get it now. Now, once again, in my 45 years of business experience, not assumption or opinion, I've learned that black people will put off paying their rent to buy a new outfit to go to a concert. However, they won't put off paying their rent today to invest in a course that will increase their wealth tomorrow. See, the majority of black people will die never knowing the feeling of going to a store and buying anything they want without worrying about the price. And there's an old maxim that says, if you have to ask about the price, you can't afford to pay what it costs. Now, I start going shopping with people that don't have as much as I do because they start to feel bad about their financial condition when they see that I can buy anything that I want. See, I can do that because I eat my own cooking, right? You see, I use the information that I teach in my courses not only to make my clients millionaires, but also to set myself up to receive $84,000 in passive income every year through investments. And I don't have to do anything to keep getting that money except wake up every morning. And that does not include the money that I receive from selling my books, courses, CDs, apparel, and so on. See, I am literally one of the few people on the planet who actually makes money while sleeping. And one of the first things that I do every morning is check my phone to see how much money that I made overnight. Now, I have tried to get black people to let me teach them how to set themselves up to become millionaires or receive passive income, but most of them just flat refuse to do it. See, they love to come up with those, who does this nigga think he is, or you think you better than me excuses to talk themselves out of buying my course. However, other groups only base their buying decisions on perceived value. Therefore, most of the families that I help become millionaires are white, okay? And even the ones that are straight up, a nigga can't teach me anything, racist, can recognize the value and they make the purchase without hesitating. Now, it hurts me that I can't do this for black people on a large scale, but I understand their mindset, all right? Now, it's said that when a student is ready, the teacher will appear. But the truth is the teacher has always been there, but the student won't realize he is there until he's ready to learn. So I don't get frustrated with black people anymore. I understand that my people have been conditioned mentally to reject financial literacy by the same forces that condition them to hate math. But I also understand that one day my people will break out of that mental prison. Therefore, I operate under the premise that if you build it, they'll come. So I build the back end of my website to help them purchase my courses immediately when they're ready. Now, like most people on or most YouTube financial gurus, there is nothing Anton offers of value that can actually help you become wealthy. Most of what you hear him saying that has anything to do with wealth building value is information that he got for reading books written by guys like me. If you subscribe to this channel, you've probably already heard me say this before. So this is for the cats who will conclude that I'm just talking too, all right? But I've been in business for 45 years, which is longer than Anton has been alive. And over nearly 5 decades, I've helped 1,238 of my clients build $1.98 billion of wealth for their families collectively, which averages out to $1.6 million per family. And based on my experience and knowledge about how to build wealth that YouTube financial gurus do not possess, I wrote books and produced courses that can actually help you achieve million-dollar success. Now, Anton is frustrated because he doesn't realize that the majority of black people on social media who want to be wealthy are what I call freebies. They are greedy, therefore they want someone to give them information that will make them a millionaire for free. Anton should not really be having a problem selling to the freebies because the only thing they will invest their money in is low-price get-rich-quick schemes, or they will buy into money-making strategies that will get them locked up eventually. The problem with Anton is he doesn't really offer anyone a real wealth-building plan with proven results. See, his game is hype, therefore the only thing he does is talk. Anton is actually a type of prosperity preacher that gets you hyped up with, you can be rich too, but he doesn't actually present a plan that can get you from point A to point B. See, the average black person has seen enough preachers presenting that prosperity message hype, so most of them are not going to pay money for Patreon memberships just to be hype. See, they will just take what you are giving them for free and keep it moving. And sadly, black people will buy into the hype of get-rich-quick schemes and the ones that will get you locked up for trying to level up the wrong way. So many black people are getting jammed up by scammers that sell them the hype of getting rich by forming an LLC, for example. See, the purpose of an LLC is to protect your personal property from getting attached in the event that someone sues your business. And see, there are several things that you have to do once you get that LLC certificate in order to form a wall of defense between your personal and business assets. Now, if you don't set that wall up properly, the person suing you can pierce the corporate veil, and that will allow them to take your car, your collection of Jordans, and even your Xbox or PlayStation. Now, an LLC was not designed to be a scheme to help you get business credit and tax write-offs, or so that you can buy cars to make it look like you're balling when you're just fronting in your G-Wagon. Every get-rich-quick scheme will appear to work for a minute until reality comes knocking at your door. See, there's a woman that fell for the you can get rich doing credit repair hype, and she got arrested. She reportedly made $3 million with the scheme, but as it always happens, that bitch named Karma came knocking on her door with a warrant for her arrest. And they made her do the perp walk to teach the rest of you that you can mess around with that money if you want to, but we will eventually come for you. Now, one of the strange things about the American justice system is you can delete your mother, plead insanity, and damn near beat the charge every time. However, you cannot be black, engage in a money-making scheme, and try to plead ignorance or insanity. They'll say, nah, ninja, you messing around with that money, that means you got a lot of good sense, so we're gonna lock you up for a long time. Now, there's a legal way to get rich, and people do it every day, okay? But it takes time to grow money and become wealthy legitimately, all right? Money grows slowly like fruit grows on a tree. And when you do business with me, you won't be paying for a service, you will purchase a result, all right? If you do exactly what I tell you to do, you will get the results that you want, but it takes time, all right? Now, if you're ready to learn to grow money on your family tree and build wealth like my 1,238 clients did, go to my website, therealdrwill.com, and get my course titled Money Does Grow on Trees immediately. See, it teaches you how to grow money on your family tree by using a simple 5-point business plan. And this is the same business plan that Fortune 500 corporations have used for over a century to build massive wealth for their family of companies. Now, if you think that you cannot afford to buy this course, the truth is you can't afford not to, all right? The price of knowledge is always lower than the cost of ignorance. So instead of concluding that you can't afford it, you have to sit down and calculate the money moves that you need to make in order to get it. You have to do what you can with what you have to get it now, all right? The longer you delay, the longer it will take for you to reach that $1 million level. So go to my website and begin your plan of action today, all right? Amen. Well, that's all that I have for now. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share this video with your family and friends, and I'll be back with something new that nobody told you. Until then, remember that God loves you, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And I'll see you next time on 0 to Millions.